Today's question is, at which stage of HIV infection does one usually show symptoms of AIDS? First choice, within 15 days of sexual contact with an infected person. Second, when the infected retrovirus enters host cells. Third, when HIV damages large number of helper T lymphocytes. D, when the viral DNA is produced by reverse transcriptase. See the explanation before choosing the answer. You have immune system in the body. The function of this immune system is to fight against the microorganisms, that is the pathogens which enter the body, maybe virus, bacteria, fungi or protozoa, etc. Under WBCs, you have lymphocytes. These lymphocytes, that is the fighting cells of the body, are responsible for cell-mediated immunity. Under lymphocytes, you have helper T lymphocytes or CD4 cells. In a normal healthy person, the count of CD4 cells will be around 1500 to 800 cells per cubic millimeter. So what is the function of helper T lymphocytes or CD4 cells? Is to initiate the immune response. Killer T cells, macrophages, B lymphocytes which produces antibodies. All these cells will fight against the pathogens. So the CD4 cells will initiate the immune response. It stimulates all these fighting cells to fight against the pathogens which enters the body. What happens in a HIV infection is, once the HIV enters the helper T lymphocytes, inside the CD4 cells, it starts multiplying. That is, the HIV replicates inside the CD4 cells or helper T lymphocytes. After multiplication, the viruses are released out and the CD4 cells are destroyed. CD4 cells count reaches below 500 per cubic millimeter, then the person is said to be HIV positive. That is, they show increased risk for opportunistic infection. This process continues, that is, the HIV, the virus will start multiplying inside the normal CD4 cells. Once the multiplication is over, the viruses are released out and the CD4 cells will get killed. So next the point comes when it reaches below 200 cells per cubic millimeter. This is the stage when the immune system gets totally paralyzed. That is, now the person cannot fight against any pathogen which enters the body and they will start showing the signs and symptoms of AIDS. This is the stage 3 of AIDS. Now coming back to answer, third choice is the correct answer. After HIV infection, one usually shows symptoms of AIDS is when HIV damages large number of helper T lymphocytes. That is, the level will go less than 200 cells per cubic millimeter.